Hello, sharpshooters. Well, it's Olivier, and I'm in a very good mood because I actually got some sleep. I've been letting my robots do the work since I kind of finished my work for the year. You can see my performance on various signals. I think I have 153% on my main one, and I have a special MT5 one which has gone private for the moment, but I will reveal the results after we try some different spots on it. But this is the main program, and I want to show you a miracle actually. This is the miracle of the BBSO self-optimization copied 150 times. There's a person saying, talk about self-optimization. Well, mine's been self-optimizing since 2015. I hope you realize that. I mean, I invented it. The technology, I don't think, has gotten any better. We are back forward testing, uh, and I'll show you how it works. So we put the BBSO version up here. Now you can see, okay, it's going for the auto optimization, which is set on 2000 bars. So it's going to do a back test, a bit of a forward test, and then use part of what's left in there to test to actually test the to see if things are going the right way. So difficult to backtest such a program. A optimization program is difficult to backtest, but I set it every hour right now. I'm comfortable with that because the market changes all the time. So we can see at the moment that two of the filters are being put up. We have one filter that's red and one filter that's blue. So once we have you can see here that okay, so far what's it's done, it's found by optimizing, you can see the optimization points, 2.25 profit factor in 16 trades and 541 points. That's what it's found so far. It will continue to try and find the best and check it all out and then put it as automatic trading 24 hours a day. It doesn't need a new stop because this does very well actually when you get spikes because of the self-optimization. So this is my jewel. This is what is really going on here. So we'll let that carry on, and I'll show you a couple of other things. Second thing is, we've got the Renko chart here. Now, a lot of people say, ooh, God, it looks complicated. I don't know, it looks very easy to me. Blue you buy, red you sell. Oh, well, complicated, okay. Well, I have a Renko chart with Ishimoku clouds and some Fibonacci patterns. I had the latest news. I have everything I want. These are very important indicators. This one especially, it will tell you when the Renko is turning. And you can see here where the classic Renko points come in to make some really good trades. And when you get a bit choppy, and what's been happening with Renko lately, it hasn't been getting chopped out, which is fantastic. We have an automatic channels that are being made here, and that's quite a good program. So obviously there was a buy here, sell here, a sell here, a buy here, and this is very good on my large accounts. And I'm putting it, I have it in my signal, but maybe I should put more on it. So this is the crutch of the whole signal, and I use many time frames. Okay. I'm going to reveal everything right now, but I just thought I'd give you a little glimpse in my world. We have some nice. Here is my Renko program, another Renko program. Just very good because it gives you, you can see where you are and exactly where you get these patterns. These points are amazing entry points, and I have an EA that does that for me. So that's in the signal. We've got so many things in the signal, and I don't know what you guys are doing, but how much money are you losing with the other bots? I'm not, and too bad. But I've been around since 2015, so a lot of people have used my robots. I've retired the MT4 ones because maybe it's just too good for the comments I've been getting. I'll just keep it for myself. But the MT5 robot is there. It has built-in MA. It has built-in money management. It has built-in lots. everything's built in. It's like completely foolproof. It has about 5 entries, and I always compare it to the Nobu restaurant. Minimalist. 5 entries, 5 things to put in. Even a monkey can work it out. How about that? So I guess that will help a lot of you down there in certain countries that have been criticizing me, namely, well, Austria and Brazil. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. The ones with the shady past in Austria who have gone completely berserk on money, like fanatically, I don't know, stalking stuff out of movies, and this Brazilian guy's lost his marbles. Anyway, he's been doing it for about 5 years. It's kind of disappeared now because we have new systems in, and they're all being circled. Isn't that fun? But I had to live through that. It was very uncomfortable, and I don't have it anymore. I have my little my club's getting narrower and narrower. I think I've kicked about 500 people off my Twitter. I've kicked I don't know, countless off my YouTube, and my MT5 is practically not available. Become friends and show me who you are. I can tell you, I will tell you again that I lived in Australia for 7 years. I went to the top school in Australia. It's called Scots College. You can look it up. Very hard to get in. Military school. I went to the United World College of Southeast Asia, which was one of the top 10 high schools in the world. I went to the American University in Paris, where I did a BA in business administration, one of the top schools in the world, very expensive. I went to work after that in Saudi Arabia at Citibank, hard to get in, but since Saudi Arabia was so boring, I managed to go very quickly up the chain, and I decided to go into banking. And I ended up coming back to Paris, working for a private firm where I got my clientele in 1987. So I've known trading rooms for a long time. I also went to Canada, worked for CIBC, and went to London for a while and worked on Japanese warrants. And then I came back and had the occasion of my life where I was offered by a headhunter to join Credit Suisse First Boston, which was probably one of the top firms in the world at the time, where it was just extremely difficult to get in, and I had the chance to go there, and I became country head on France, on the American product, within 4 years or so, and I was there for 9 years. And the only reason I left is because there was a merger, which I did not like, and there was, and I had been, let's say Deutsche Bank had been after me for a long time, and they made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I went to Deutsche Bank. 2001 happened, so that was a bit of a hard year, but I was quite under a good contract at the time, so thank my lucky stars. And after a few years, I think I got complete burnout, and I said, I'm gonna go and trade for myself. And this is since 2001, my friends. Now find somebody else who's watched every tick since 2001. And if you don't like my product, well, that's just too bad. I just love to chat, and I'm going to be around, and I'd like to teach, and I'm, writing a book. So you're going to hear about me. I'm not that old. But the big 1,000 people trading room is finished for me because it's just too much adrenaline. So I had to devise a way to live, and I used my system basically manually, but I said, why don't I put my 10 rules into a robot? Because that's the future. And that's what I've been working on ever since. And what I'd like to do is get to about 85% machine reliable income. That is my goal. I'm getting there. I still have to intervene and take profits and things like that. But my machines are basically self, and they get better and better. So I was number one 2 or 3 times, and I was completely cut down by various, what happens in the internet. But it was new in those days, by various lots from various countries, Russians, I don't think Chinese, but definitely a group of Brazilians and people who used different servers, thought they were very smart. But I don't know why they went after me, really. Because I have a charismatic character, because I'm physically not too bad, because I actually talk, because I actually answer back to people, and Look, I write to people to buy their products. They don't answer me for 3 days. How do you do it? At least I talk to you. And then you go and criticize me in the reviews for actually talking and trying to help. That's really the bottom of the bottom, because who's going to talk to you? Most of you are alone. Most of you get talk to nobody. That's what the life of a trader is. You're by yourself, so you think you're great and this and that until something terrible happens. It's better to be in a group. Anyway, this is my Christmas wish for you. I have my signal up. It's 30 euros. Okay, I have my program. It's back up to 500. Cut it down because I got a bulk buy. I use it with institutions, and I have some empty fold versions, but I don't think they're good enough for people who actually buy them. So I'm not going to share them anymore. So if you have it, well, use it. So this is my story, and this is me, and I'm still present, and I've got about 80,000 people on YouTube, which is not bad for a financial channel, for somebody who's trying to stay very discreet and grow what is going to be a very private trading club that's with the objective of being the first in the world to completely automate trading. You know, the type like on Monday where you will talk to Alexia or whatever, say, Alexia, can you make me $300 this week or $1,000 this week? And Alexia will. And that's going to happen. And I'm going to see it in my lifetime, and it's probably going to happen with my products. So be careful what you buy, okay? And be careful who you listen to in these forums and stuff, because most people don't have any education. Most people are proud to say that they taught themselves everything. Now, that is the most amazing thing I've ever heard. So you teach yourself. You were in combat in Iraq, and that's fantastic. And thank you for your service. But sitting there on your laptop, you developed theories on how to trade while people were at university for 7 years doing, what do you think they do at university, best university? They're around the smartest people. I mean, some of these ideas were thrown out quite rapidly. So be careful. Be careful. I'm here to help. I'm here. People who know me know I talk to them. And maybe that's why they poo-hoo me, because I actually talk. Yeah, I use hyperbole. I'm from the capitalist system, and I can tell you that the capitalist system it is normal in France, it is normal in America, especially. It is normal in England to have people all day talk about their work and try and place their business. That's what we do. It's called capitalism. Okay? That's what we do. And capitalism, I will tell you, compared to the ecosystems of nature, is a walk in the park. There's nothing cruel about capitalism. It's for the individual. We want the individual to rise above the lot by having something special, like coaching with me. All right? So this is the theory. Listen to it. Don't listen to it. Do whatever you want. Have a good Christmas. And life is great. Always remember that. Life is great.